Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Slippy and Thrifty Show. I am your host, Thrifty Kniffy, better known as TK, better known as Amphibious, Reptilius, something like that. But we got our main man up here on the top.
Hello.
The S and the S and T, the king of the UK, the new
self-proclaimed. Let's just put that.
The new Rosecraft Blades ambassador.
Thank you.
He just puts a little less ass in the ambassador than other ambassadors, I'd have to say.
I don't know. I put Jack in front of that ass, I would say.
Yeah, well, there's that.
I'm Jackass ambassador.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
Proud of you, sir. Well,
how are we all doing in the chat? We all good?
We got a good crowd.
The man with the tanned titties. Yep, that's me.
Wow. We're going to start out with all kinds of nicknames. I thought the UK had a king. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
he
but
took over.
Sausage Fingers isn't a king. He's a gimp.
Oh, whoa. Why is he called Sausage Fingers?
Have you seen his hands?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I'm not familiar.
Joanne, why do they call Prince Charles Sausage Hands? Because he's got great big fat fingers.
Huh.
Straight from the mother, that was.
All right. Thank you, Joanne. All right. Hey, you got your T-shirt on today. Is this the first appearance?
This is the first appearance of the T-shirt,
and
yeah.
You made a few alterations.
Yes, I've cut the sleeves off like everything else I am.
Oh, you did cut them? You didn't like just pull the threads?
No, I just got a pair of scissors and just cut them off.
Okay. Can we see the back? Are you in position to do that?
I'm not really, but it's just this very big on the back.
Okay. So cool. So you liking the quality of it and everything?
It's actually, they're nice, sort of lightweight T-shirts. They're not thick, but they are the really nice quality, to be fair to them. They've done a good job.
All right. So go over to his shop. He's vetted the shirt now, so we know it's not just crap quality.
And, yes, Mikey, it was Victorinox scissors.
Right. Victorinox scissors.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. There you go, Baldy. Mikey.
It always seems like an insult, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't like calling him Baldy. Just call him Mikey. Mikey's Blades. Come on. All right, so let's go through the roll call here. We got a lot of the same old awesome people in here. We got Randy, our moderator. He's an awesome dude.
I've seen Amber Lamps is in here too.
Hope he's doing well. We got Jesset McJames. He's been having fun this week. Why are there two Mrs. C's? I didn't know there was. Is there?
There's not. One? It was the wrong profile.
It was the wrong profile. Okay. So then we got Mr. Willie Matt Glass. It's good to see you back here again this week. We got Eric. How you doing, Eric? Eric doesn't like the sharp edges on the RCBs. So, Andy, if you're listening, make sure that doesn't keep happening. They should be rolled over at the factory. So, Eric, there you go, man. I threw your hat in the ring. Hopefully they'll respond in a positive way. We got Booger McGee, got a wrench, and Kool-Aid Stir. I don't think I've ever said his entire name. I just call him Booger.
I don't think I've ever said his entire, because it's long.
What's the difference between a Kool-Aid stirrer and like a cocktail stirrer? It's just that he's...
You tell me. We don't have Kool-Aid here.
I guess he just means the person that does the stirring, not like an instrument to use.
I guess so.
I don't know, honestly. It's a good question. It's one to be asked and answered.
John.
We got Tony's Ponies. John. Always a delight. Yeah, he does have some fatty. Is he just swollen?
He's swole as hell, yeah.
Is that what it is?
No idea.
Weird looking. I'm trying to get that image out of my head. Tony's Ponies. Tony's Ponies. Awesome to see you in here, buddy. What else we got? We got me. How you doing, Thrifty?
MB's here. Angelo. Ilando is here.
James Alton. How you doing, James?
Jason Beecher's just turned up. How's it going? See, he's got it right. Jason is working and still watching the show.
Yeah, that's how to do it. All right. Here we got Stacy's Bolsters Blades. I just love when the gals show up. It just makes me so happy.
And it also makes it less of, a sausage party.
Yeah, exactly. And it tames my need to, it makes me a better human. Let's just put it that way. Let's see. El Cap Attic is up in the house. It's got the alien thing next to Jesse. I like that.
Looking forward to seeing what Cheeto's new name is if he turns up.
It's
Carrie, new person here seems. Hello, Weldon Carrie, welcome.
It's always a fun little week to week thing that we get to find out. Addicted to Blades too. How you doing, buddy? Jason Beecher's building a water pump for a backhoe. A rebuilding water pump. I'm sorry, man. Well, good on you, buddy. I don't know how to do that. Got to pull out bearings and.
That sounds like fiddly work, and I mean, I shake at the best of times. I would just, I'd probably have an aneurysm trying to do it.
All right, I can feel the pain. But you change your own brake pads. I mean, you do.
I do all my own car stuff, yeah.
Right.
But that's not little tiny ball bearings that are going to be impossible to pick up.
Yeah. I think they're
Marco
encaged.
is here. Hello, Marco.
Sealed bearings.
Yeah. Loose bearings, nothing worse.
Yeah, nothing worse than that. I had an old bike, right? Japanese made, actually. It was a Fuji, if you guys have ever heard of it.
Yeah, the Japanese like loose ball bearings.
Back in those days. And it got fiddly. I learned all about bearings back in those days, let's just say. And then I just said, you know what? I've had enough of this.
Yeah, you want them enclosed ones. You don't want them messing around.
So I upgraded, and I got a bike with sealed bearings. And I was much happier. Let's see what else.
That's what we mentioned. Stu is here.
Right. Hey, MB's in the house.
Ginger Fisher. Hello.
G Vanderwheel. How you doing, buddy? Did he say his? I don't think he said his.
To be honest, there's so many of them in here now. I can't remember who I said. No, I haven't.
I don't know anymore either. Retro Stool, Elin. Elin is in the house. I hope you're feeling better, buddy. Holy cow.
Should we do some knife?
Can you tell me the full story? Because I never got that. I only just heard just a whisper of it from when I was watching Patty's show. He said something about.
I'm not entirely sure.
Right.
But he's gone. I know he's had tests and stuff done. He's waiting for the results. So we hope they're all good, Orlando.
But what happened? I don't even know what happened.
I'm not entirely sure either.
But you're having tests.
Well, Baldy has said, Orlando, how's the sink? So I'm guessing he smashed his head on a sink.
Okay, so Mikey knows more than we do. All right. I've lost my place here. Okay, we got Sean. I don't know if we said Sean. Sean, Frank, how you doing? Mimo, what's up? Good to see you in here. Weldon Carey. There you go. Probably someone else who's a lot more handy with fixing things than me.
Says, poor sink.
Poor sink. Oh, I mean, I feel
Elan, it looks worse than me. Bastard sink.
Yeah, I don't know what you did, buddy, but don't mess up that pretty face. Miss C might drop you.
You start looking like Chunk from the Goonies.
Yeah, Miss C might just say, like, I'm going to have to move on to someone else. I hate for that to happen. Got to keep that Hollywood smile.
You want to jump into some knife news?
I don't think we have much.
I got 2 or 3 bits I want to share.
Oh, I must say, I have been sick all week, if you couldn't tell. So my lack of preparation, energy, want to drive, all of that's sort of been limited this week.
Yeah, you've been
It's
quietly sort of dying in the background.
Tuesday, I wanted to just jump in a grave. I ain't gonna lie. I just wanted to this is it. I don't want to go on anymore. We got Zen up in the house. I'd rather take an ass whipping than work on a car. Man, must have done a lot of it and doesn't like it doing it anymore.
I mean, I'd rather work on a car.
Yeah. Oh, but the ugly ones treat you better. Stacy.
Christ.
Stacy. Not entering a headbutt competition against Orlando.
bit like Jimmy Savile.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming in. Really enjoy. Oh, there's our other moderator, Amber Lamps. You probably already said that, right? Sorry.
Amber Lamps.
Memphis Fire 40. How you doing, Amber Lamps? So, man, yeah, I'm exhausted already after just doing the introduction. So you might have to carry the load this week, sir.
That's all right. We'll go for it. So, knife news, very sort of limited this week. There hasn't been too much going on in the sort of knife world. But look about, but nothing really huge. So we do have an update on the Twisted Assisted Atlas. It's been delayed maybe about 2 weeks. So we're looking at mid-August, so this month. They were doing some final touches in the factory and they wanted to just rectify a few things and sort out some stuff. But they will be here this month. And then once they're done, James will get them sent out to you. But you will get an email if you've pre-ordered them, whatever it might be. But the pre-order prices are now finished. So if you want one, they've now gone back up to full price.
Yeah, drink some coffee. I wish I could, man. I have some tea here, actually.
I just want to say get well to Orlando. And this is the best picture we could find of him. Diet iced tea.
Yeah.
You Brit.
It's cold, though. You don't like cold, do you?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know that.
I've got cut off sleeves. I must like cold tea.
Okay.
So, Orlando, love the hat and glasses and the neckerchief.
Yes. I like the knife, too. That one of those French ones. It is. It's the one that Mikey has. Is that the same one that Mikey got?
I think so. It's always a French knife with Orlando, though. He only has
that pretty grill. Hope he didn't bust that all up.
And then, apart from get well at Orlando swoon, I know you're feeling better, but you had a pretty rough time for a few days. Apart from that, the only other thing I've got at the moment is for the prostate cancer research charity ride I'm doing this month. Currently raised £268.46 from 17 people. So all 17 of you, if you're in here and you've donated, thank you very much. If you wish to donate, no matter how small, it doesn't matter. Every little penny helps. You can screenshot this, and then if you scan that QR code at the end, it will take you directly to the page. But Randy will be putting in the links periodically sort of throughout the live, and it will also be posted in Discord later on if you want to go in the Discord and find it. And he's just put the link in there. So if you wish to donate, that's the link.
Right. Great cause.
I'm hoping to get, last year I raised 400, so I'm hoping to beat that this year. So my goal is to get above 400, but that would be fantastic. But I appreciate every single one of you that has donated. It really does mean a lot. It's a cause that's very close to my heart, and I know a lot of people. But in the UK, it's the biggest sort of killer of men. It's the biggest sort of cancer that kills men. It's like, I think it's something crazy, like, I don't know, 8 out of 10, something dumb that people will get it. It's a really, really high percentage of people. But appreciate all of you. But enough with the sort of negativity about cancer.
Nah, just scan it, send a little money, help us out.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much it is. Just even a little bit really helps.
Yes.
But that's it.
Go on.
We
got Byron in the house, and there was someone else that joined. I just saw. Gonna have to find them. Checkmate. Yes. So good to see you in here. Checkmate. I just got to say, we don't beg for money for our channels. You guys never really hear us talk about that stuff.
I don't want money for even my merchandise.
So if you were thinking of doing that, I'd rather you just donate to the the cause.
And what I'll also be doing in the future. So you can buy merch on the store link to my channel. There is a small percentage that I will get, but anything that comes against will be moving into charities that I do in the future. I don't want any money for it. The merch is if you want something to enjoy something and have something. I'm not interested in making money. This is a hobby for me. I want to share my hobby with you guys, just share my sort of passion for knives. So any sort of money that comes through the channel, it's always put back into the channel. It's not sort of, I've made this for me to go do whatever. It's always back into the channel. But I appreciate every single one of you that does watch and support the channel. We both do.
I budget this channel a lot like the government does.
Yeah, it's
not a lot of take and a whole lot of spend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
all right. So this week we're talking about knives from manufacturers that have either gone out of business or no longer sort of producing knives as they used to. So with a lot of companies that during the early 2000s, maybe sometimes a little bit earlier, they moved all their sort of manufacturing overseas to China or wherever it may be, and they no longer make USA made knives. Some companies have gone completely just dead and stopped making cutlery altogether and no longer actually a business anymore. And we just want to sort of showcase some of the knives we've got in those sort of collections. So I'm going to go first, and I'm going to show a Saber brand knife. So it's a Saber Monarch, and this is a camp knife that I picked up very recently from Dan over at Blade Bridge Customs. He's had a couple of USA and things like that in. I know this one is Japanese made, but look at the build quality on the back of this thing. It's immaculate. Got really nice sort of jigged synthetic handles on there. It is missing the shield, but this one will be making its way over to John, but I know he's got quite a few of the Saber knives.
I do.
So and this is a Monarch, and the pattern number is 2234. I don't know if you can see that on there. Monarch 2234, and then Japan underneath. And the blade is in excellent condition. Put a nice little edge back on it. Give it a nice little clean up, and it's razor sharp now.
Yeah.
The action on it, on all the blades, it's about a 6.5, and then it gets to about a 7 pull here, I would say. It's a nice size as well. The camp knives. The camp knives are just, they're quickly becoming like a sub collection for me. I've picked up quite a few very recently. But you also get the tin opener on this side with nice snap. And we also get like quite a weird cap lifter on this one. It's quite an elongated cap lifter with a flathead screwdriver on the end. But even that, the action is great on. And then there's also a punch on the back too as well.
Yeah, I like that punch.
But brass liners, it cleaned up real nice. Didn't take a whole lot of work. It just mainly just a little bit of scrubbing, a little bit of sandpaper, but I managed to get a lot of that rust off the back springs. There's only like a minimal bit in there now, and there's actual shine on the liners as well. Still has the original bail as well, which is nice to see, because a lot of them they do snap off of. But all the tools have got great snap. So yeah, that is a Saber brand Monarch 2234 Scout knife.
Thank you, sir.
Nice carbon steel on it as well.
Cool.
Big fan of these, and I can see it being a problem for me, along with having Swiss Army knives as well as Scout knives.
Well, it seems like a lot of the older ones that I have are in that sort of category of Scout and electrician.
It just seems that they would have been like Scout knives, so they obviously went to the Scouts and things like that, and like in camp stores or whatever, they would have like bombarded the market with so many of them that there's actually some that have survived. Whereas other patterns and things, there wasn't so many, and they weren't given an actual job, like is it the TL29? Is that what it's called?
Right, exactly.
Like that was actually had a job. It was an electrician's knife. There must have been millions of those made.
Right.
Whereas other things, maybe like a Remington Barlow, not going to be in huge quantities, so there's not going to be as many left.
Yeah. Yeah, and some of these brands kind of a little bit of an asterisk next to them because you know how sort of the knife world works when you get bought out, and does the brand really exist? I mean, we talk about Camillus; they're actually still in business, but it's such a far removal from what they were that we kind of include them anyway because what we knew as Camillus is not what now is Camillus.
Yeah. So this is a official Cub Scout knife of the Boy Scouts Association. So it is a Camillus New York. And this is the first sort of Cub Scout knife I actually picked up.
Mm-hmm.
It is in great condition. It's got the liner locks on there as well for the 2 tools on the back, but the blade is a slip joint.
You want to show the top of that again? A little comment for that.
The what now?
Show the top view again.
This?
Mm-hmm. Now you see how they've worked all those around to make them fit.
Yeah.
I just wish
this one here.
I wish cutlers now that are making, new knives could
do something similar.
Do it with that amount of precision,
Because you can see that this one here is directly in line with this middle liner.
Mm-hmm.
They did a great job with these. But you get the lock-in flathead screwdriver and cap lifter. And you can see the bend in that.
Mm.
And then on the back of that, then you get the punch as well. But this is a really nice size as well. Like I've not got the hugest hands, so the sort of medium-sized knives really fit me well. This is about a 3.5 grip for me, the bail.
Yeah.
Still got the etch on the blade as well, which is nice to see. Don't normally see that on a lot of the older ones. You can just about make it out there.
Yeah.
But really nice knife. Big fan of these sort of scout knives and things. They're always really well made. See the back springs on there. They really made them properly back then. They knew exactly what they were doing.
You want to show the shield again?
The shield again? Yes, this it's got a little Cub Scout shield, this one.
Mm-hmm.
It says Cub Scouts, and underneath it's got BSA, I guess it's Boy Scouts Association.
That's the wolf badge there.
Yeah. Really nice jig synthetic handles on this as well.
Or is that the cub? Is it a cub or a wolf? I can't see it.
It says Cub Scouts on it. So
but is it a wolf? Because they'll have a wolf or sometimes a cub. Or
it looks like a wolf to me.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. Hello, Judd. How you doing? Thomas up in the house. Pepper Dingo, Mike Adams. Good to see all you guys. Sorry if I missed anybody. But okay. So what do I got? Well, kind of boring, I guess, but I think everybody's seen these. But just really like the Camillus made electrician knives. I think they're among the best that of the electrician knives of the day that were produced.
Yeah, I picked up one of those from. For me, all these like older cab knives and stuff are all from Dan at Blade Bridge because he gets like a big parcel in and just sort of like pick through what I want. But the TL29 is fantastic. The pull on the one I've got is about a 7. It's fantastic.
Yeah, and you see the liner lock there, but it's for the tool and not the blade.
Mm-hmm. Hey Stan, how's it going?
I collected a couple of these to try to get some of the different tank stamps actually, because they're just so darn affordable,
I did watch a video from the Knife Doctor the other day, and I didn't know, but Queen actually made some of those as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably 30 different companies that make electricians knives.
But that
branded
that collection just in itself. You could have different branded TL29s. There's
absolutely, 100%.
But I love how they've just left it simple. It's a spear point blade, carbon steel, nice synthetic black handles.
Snap on that one.
Great action.
Yeah.
The bail on it, to be honest, I could take it or leave it, but I understand why it's on there. You can just hang it on your sort of tool belt.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, but that flathead screwdriver with the wire stripper on it is fantastic.
And there
It's
you can see
really
it
good. Locks up
locking in.
amazing.
Yeah. Nice brass, liner. And, a lot of them will have instructions and things on the blades. I always thought that was kind of neat.
Yeah, I've got two. I've got like a really like used and abused one that says it says like depress lock to close. And I just thought the way they'd worded that was so funny. Like depress the lock. It's like you're a terrible lock, and then the knife will close.
Yeah. So that one's in pretty good shape.
Randy said he found a 3-bladed one. I'm sure I've seen that as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So was it a saw in there as well? Was it something like that?
What was the other? I'm trying to remember now. A lot of times they are like a saw blade. I think Schrade makes one like that. Remember that big beast that I had?
Buzz saw trapper.
Yeah, buzz saw.
Yeah, that was an absolute giant.
Another one. This is one that Tom at Knife Delight sent me. He
Is that wood?
back in his smoking days, set a cigar on it. No, I'm kidding. We both
generally looks.
We both surmised that it might be like a soldering iron. It's been set on there, and it just.
I would say it was definitely that.
Something like that. But in any case, got a nice little cutout in there.
But again, that's history and use, and I'm a big fan of that on older knives.
Right.
Is that one by Camillus as well?
No, this one's not. Well, actually, I don't remember the history of Ward's, but it's a Ward's knife. So they may have made it for Montgomery Ward's, whoever the maker for, because Ward's didn't make their own knives. I'm pretty sure they didn't. So, but it was somebody in the chat maybe could tell me. I did know when I looked it up, but that I've forgotten ever since. So I haven't really looked.
When I was looking up that Monarch, I forgot what it is now. The Saber Monarch. I'd never heard of a Monarch. Like I had no idea. Griff, welcome. But it took me like a weird amount of time to actually find out that it was a Saber.
Yeah, that's
the wood looks really nice on that.
Yeah, quite nice on that side.
Like almost, it's dark like ebony. Might even be ebony, I guess.
And but again, just a lot of really good action on the blades. Now this has got a little smaller screwdriver blade than the Camillus did.
Oh yeah, nice.
And but it locks up the same way. Nice little recess on that. So yeah, really, if you're into like older knives and history, these are some of the more attainable ones. They're not going to cost you a lot.
They're really like reasonable. Like in the UK, they're a joke for how much they actually are, but in the US, they are very reasonable.
Mm-hmm. And you can really go wild with all the different brands, like I said, because just about everybody made one back in the day. They were so popular. All right,
you can see why next? They were. Yeah, go for it. They were just so well made and put together.
Oh, you want me to go?
I can go if you
want. I got one here.
Go on.
Okay, so this is one I picked up recently.
Ooh. Love the green.
Oh, is there a dog hair trapped in there? Are you kidding me?
Griff, hope you're good.
Don't ever own pets, people. Gosh, just do not mix with knives. Look at that. I can't get it out.
Just pretend it doesn't exist.
I'm just going to tickle myself with it. I'm trying to get it out, but it keeps evading me. But we have this little 2-bladed jackknife. Got the crack on it, so that made it quite a bit more affordable. And what do you call those little small bolsters? Just the little tip bolsters.
End caps, I guess.
Yeah, tip bolsters. But you got that nice.
Those tip bolsters were big on Bokers back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Frank says your dog carries.
Yeah, he does. And he bites. He's a mean
I
little son of a
love the
gun.
shield on that. That Federal shield is it's really cool.
Yeah, it's just like plastic synthetic, but for
Yeah.
plastic synthetic, not a bad color really. And the blades, oof, they're rough. But I don't know what the original shape of it was, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't that.
No, that's a very modern looking blade. It was I'm gonna guess it was probably like a longer clip.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they did a good job shaping it, to be honest. It doesn't look bad.
So this is I'm sorry.
Okay, so checkmate king to this white.
Right.
Checkmate king. He said Utica made Ward's knives.
Okay, yeah, Utica. That's right. So this is a Fairmount, and these were made by Camillus. I think these were more of a budget.
So
brand.
Fairmount was like the budget of Camillus. Okay.
Yeah, they were probably not getting the same treatment as the high end Camillus stuff. But you got that one, and then I think this blade's complete, except for the tip. But you can get the shape of it. The tip's
nice little pen blade.
Yeah,
hell of a kick on that.
Yeah, so kind of wish they would make more knives in this shape.
Yeah, it's like an English
simple
jack. It's like an old jackknife. Yeah.
Yeah, just a little jack. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Looks good. Put a bit of some chemical bond in the crack, and it'd be good to go to user. I think that'd be great.
Yeah, I could definitely. One little trick that would probably work really well is that you get the super glue and then you use like baking soda. It kind of like bonds itself. So if you put something like that in there but dyed it a little bit to the green color, it would I think do a pretty good job sealing that up.
I mean, go for it, try it.
Yeah.
It's already a big crack. It's gonna be an experiment.
Right. You sand it off if you don't like it, whatever. All right, so one more. You want another one?
Go on. What do you got?
This one's kind of got a little bit of a personal attachment.
Knives Alive, welcome.
A little bit of a personal attachment because this is from Buster Brown. No, this is one from the 30s. This is probably one of my older knives. I think the other one's from the 30s as well, the Fairmount. So that might be right up there. But
look at the spear blade on that.
The quality of that shape is just whoa.
The swedging, the giant long pull.
Right.
That's really nice.
Really like it. Now, Buster Brown, he was a shoe store. And shoe brand, shoe store, and they made some of their own shoes. Probably sold they sold to other brands as well, but had their brand. And I've talked about it before, but they were the most hideous looking things ever. Just sort of this for a kid, they were not stylish.
So if you wore them in school, you'd definitely be bullied for them.
Yeah, right. It's one of those things. So if your mom took you to Buster Brown and actually got you Buster Browns, it was.
I remember us talking about this before, and you say, "Yeah, Buster Browns was like the worst." And thanks, Jesse. Jesse said, "I'm a Buster."
Okay.
Mr. Willie Macglass said, "Is that your birth year knife?"
No, not them. It's a little before my time. But as I was trying to say. My mom actually worked for a Buster Brown store for a little while when I was a kid, and so I was kind of familiar with that store. Having gone in there a lot when she worked there.
That's a hell of a punch on there. Look at the size of that.
Missing the bail, obviously,
and it's wood as well. It's something you don't normally see on like a scout knife.
Nice carbon steel.
Is it a dog leg? Is it a dog leg can opener as well?
Yeah, it's one of the older style. It's not the oldest of styles. If I can get it out of there, it's a bit of a challenge.
Do you want to see the best comment we've ever received?
There you go. Isn't that cool?
I love the dark red can openers. I think they're really great. The best comment we've ever had is on the screen, John.
Best comment ever. Had Buster Brown shoes when I was little.
No,
many centuries ago.
On the actual screen, on your screen.
All right, the Slippy and Thrifty show, best show. Thank you, Peppered. Yeah. So I don't know. It's cool that they were handing out pocket knives to kids, because this shoe. Let's be honest. That store was for kids.
Maybe they were giving the knives out because they felt so bad for basically bullying the kids with their shoes.
Yeah, but see, like, this is what I think the story is, right? It's like you go in, you buy those ugly shoes, you put them on, you get bullied at school. This was for payback. That's logical. It's like, we got to do something to protect those kids.
Elan, we have not paid anyone or bribed anyone. Tony, we have also not bribed anyone.
Right. We have not. I mean, I'm as shocked as you guys.
I really like that scout knife. That's the main blade is fantastic. Something about a swedge like that on a spear point with a long pull. It's really great.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm going to go and run and get more knives. So you show one and do your thing here. Okay.
Okay, so I have one from a company that still technically exists, but doesn't really make... I don't think they make any USA knives currently. It's from Remington. And this is a little Remington doctor's knife in the yellow Delrin. So it's Randy's favorite handle material. Build quality is absolutely fantastic, and it is a single-bladed doctor's knife. So there's no spatula or anything like that. Nice nickel silver bolsters, Remington shield, brass pins. And the pull on this thing is great. It's about a 7.5. And for a doctor's knife to have a pull that strong and a snap like that, it's almost unheard of. Normally they're quite weak. You can see, look at the tang stamp here. We've got Remington in the middle of a circle with Made in USA around the outside. You can see that probably a little bit better like that. I can't remember the age of this thing, and it's not super old. But nice spear blade on there as well, and it is razor sharp. And as well, something that's not quite common, I don't know if you guys have any doctor's knives, but some of the ones I've had always seem to have terrible blade wrap. But this thing, I've opened and closed it like this multiple times. Not a single mark on that blade. So we've got a nice little Remington doctor's knife. But I do think everyone should try a doctor's knife. I'm not a huge fan, but for a nice slim carry, something sort of delicate, if you want to go to a wedding or something like that, and you just want something to, I don't know, eat your food with. It's not a plastic fork like the junk you get at functions. This thing's perfect for that. Nice brass liners in there too. Perfectly made. No half stop. Nice little cam tang on there. Really, really good job from Remington on that one. While we're on Remington, we'll have a look at another older one. And this one, I believe, is from the 30s. And it's probably the weirdest handle material I've got. It's a jackknife, and they were calling this the Christmas tree handle. It's sort of like celluloid with like red, brown, green, yellow glitter in it. Really strange. And on the front there, you've got a nice little shield on there too. Get a pen blade, which has been very well used. Nice patina on the blades. Still got fantastic walk and torque on it though, for the age. And then you get a main clip point blade with a nice long pull on there as well. And I'll see if I can show you the tang stamp. It is quite worn down. But I was dating it. I think it's about... You're not going to be able to see it. It's very similar to the one I just showed you, just the text is different. It's got UMC underneath it. So Remington UMC, made in the USA around the outside of the circle. But this thing has stood the test of time. It's fabulously made. It's still going after all that time. Nice edge on there, carbon steel. Really nice walk and torque. That's one of my favorite knives. Picked that up for 30 quid. Thank you, Bugger. They're made up from remnants of coloured celluloid. That's excellent recycling from them, if that's true. But
Right.
I love this. I love this knife. I think it's brilliant. It is like the ideal size. I wish they would make more knives like this. Maybe have some wood scales on them or something, or a bit more modern, or some even G10 or something. Bone would be great for something like this.
Now, let me hold this knife up and see if it's
Go on.
I think this might be smaller.
£30, Mrs. C it was, so that's about $40.
What would you say the length of that is?
This?
Yeah.
3.5.
Okay, I think this is a little smaller. Maybe a little over 3.25 here, what I'm measuring.
It might be the same as that. If I hold it up, so you showed it right. So next to the camp knife, which is a 4-inch.
Mm-hmm.
It's about 3.5, I would say, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's bigger than this one. Okay. Well, this is a Remington too. It's in horrible shape.
Oh, don't get me wrong. This isn't immaculate. The blades have been well used. Whoever had it before used a grinder to sharpen it. You're not going to be able to see, but there's like grind lines all down here.
But you don't have a massive chunk of the handle missing.
Oh, let's have a look at that a bit closer.
Oh, Jesus.
What did they do with that? Try and chew on it? It almost looks like it was melted.
I think it was one of those things where they set their cigarette on it and let it.
Yeah, because it looks smooth. It doesn't look like it's snapped. It looks like it's.
Mm.
It looks like it's. It definitely looks like that.
Yeah.
But you can definitely clean them blades up, and you'll have that working in no time.
But that's a Remington as well. But they're still around, kinda.
Yeah, you can still find them.
I mean, the brand itself is still around. So just kind of one of those asterisk ones. But excuse me. Talk about one that's another one of those that's kind of yes and no. I mean, Colonial, they're kind of still around, but not.
Yeah, like around-ish, aren't they? They're just like sort of there, but
they don't really offer anything I'd want probably right now. But this nice sheep's foot on there.
Is this the one with the pinned handles but the clamshell bolsters?
Yeah, cheaply made. It's nothing special. There you can see the shell there.
Oh yeah. But it's a hell of a sheep's foot on that.
Yeah, it's a really nice blade.
I'd say isn't it nearly a ram's foot? It looks like it's smaller towards the tang.
There you
go. Maybe just
ram just ever so slightly. Right.
Yeah.
We'll just call it a sheep's foot. And then
but this is why I love these older knives, because they might be old as hell, but they still make great users. Look at the pen blade on that. It's huge.
Yeah. Yeah, you really have a lot of blade on this because you can see how much it protrudes out of there. So probably not the best secondary blade user for sure. I mean, look at that. Does that look comfortable? No,
not particularly. But a pen blade, I mean, you're not going to be hard using that, are you? I mean, if you're using a hard, it's almost like using the small blade on an elephant toe with that massive blade sticking out the handle.
But it does give you a really nice main blade, and it doesn't stick out too much on the secondary. You could probably get away with that.
Yeah, the standard sort of jackknife thing. It's the same with the Remington I showed, that about that much of the tang of the little pen blade sticks out, but you can barely. It actually gives a nice place for finger to go between the tang and on the kick of the main blade.
Right, and I'm thinking that this top portion was always kind of the color it was.
Yeah,
I just think that the middle portion's kind of lost just a lot of its
darkened
brown
over time. Yeah.
But not bad, and kind of like the stamp on there. That's not too bad having a Barlow on there.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's one of them really nice budget end knives they made back then that still works. So it was still made, even though it was made like to a price, it's still made really well, if that makes sense.
Right. Now, we talked a little bit about Saber already, but I found some really good examples of some Saber Barlows.
Let's have a look at
Really,
them again. I loved your reviews on those. They were fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, they're just fantastic. They're one of those little hidden treasures, in my opinion, little gems, because you get the beautiful
saw cut bone
handles on them.
If you ever find any more, pick me one up, please.
All right. I think the word is out on them now, though. I mean, probably did too many reviews.
Even the Saber on the bolster is really classy. I love it.
So you had two different ones. You had one with the sheep's foot and one with the clip point.
Yeah.
Yep. And you can see this one's got some damage to the blade. It's been folded over.
No, that's just been banged on something.
Been abused. Tried to cut through a bolt and it wasn't a buck. You know what I mean?
Saber was made in Japan, Jesse, I believe.
Yeah, these are Japan made. And that's the most prominent. Well, actually, they're made all over the place, Saber, but they're the prominent.
Best quality ones from Japan, weren't they?
The Japanese ones. They made them in Germany, Ireland.
Yeah,
I want to say
the Japanese are notorious. They are perfectionists. Like, they make great stuff.
But they're very, very thin at the edge.
Yeah, so very, very prone to snapping, Mikey, if you use them for a pry bar.
Here's your pin blade on that one.
Eric says he's got an Irish-made Saber.
Yeah. Yep. They were made in Ireland too. A lot of life left in that one. Really, really pretty handles.
Yeah, the saw cut bone looks great. It's like amber, isn't it? Like an amber color, like a golden, almost like the golden rod.
Golden rod. Yeah, golden rod. Color. Yeah, 100%. And they vary a lot too, because here's the other one. So this one's a lot darker.
Yeah, a lot darker, that one.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I showed that. Oh yeah, here we go. Let me show this again. So you got the Saber logo there on this side. You can just make that out there. There we go.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then on this side, Barlow. Yeah.
Nice.
Now here's the clip point. And you can see quite a bit of difference in even the saw cut's not as prominent.
Not as deep,
just,
yeah.
Yeah. Almost a smooth bone. You can just make it there. And then nice deep rich color there. And you can take a look at the clip point here. Kind of a narrow guy, but that fits into the channel a lot better.
That's a really nice clip point blade as well. Nice dark patina on there too.
Mm-hmm. Long pole on it. And pin blade's pretty much the same as the other. So just some really great knives from Saber. So if you're on eBay, popping about, look for some of these bone ones. They're really nice. Okay, back to you, sir.
Go for it. So I'm going to show a brand I pretty much know nothing about. All I know is it was made in the USA. It's a Coast Stockman.
Oh yeah, Coast. I think Tom showed a Coast.
So it's kind of like Velox, like the Bucks use, but I think this is just like a very cheaply done version of it. Got like a Coast shield on there, nickel silver bolsters with brass pins, and it is a three spring design. Nice sort of long, thin, almost like California clip blade on it. I believe it's stainless steel, but there's literally no patina on these blades at all. And it says Coast Ports .USA. I think it says something else underneath port, but I can't, like, it's covered up.
Okay.
You get a sheep's foot blade on there too.
Beautiful.
And I believe it's a pen blade on this one. It is pen blade. But even though it's a 3-spring design, it's not that sort of wide. So they are quite narrow springs.
Right.
See how they fit in there. I mean, they could have almost put 3 full-size blades on that and it would have made any difference. They could have had a nice long spear, a nice long sheep's foot, and then a main clip point blade.
Yep.
That would have been cool. But yeah, that's a coast stock, but I know nothing about it. I don't know how old it is. All I know is it's USA made.
Let me, on your next knife, I'll look up and see if I can find out more about Coast.
All
but just want to answer Griff's question here. I do have a saddle horn. It's Marbles, and it came in that D2 series. I'm pretty sure that's the series it was from. But yeah, that's just the only one. I don't have a case. I actually think the case are fairly attractive. It's not high on the list, but it's one I'd like to get eventually.
Yeah,
Jesse says he got one. It's in the Case Collectors Club, a burnt oat bone. Burnt oat bone. Huh. Okay.
Not heard of burnt oat before.
If it's made in the USA, it's got to be good, says Mrs. C. Coast is Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
There you go.
Same as Leatherman then. They are Portland, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't know anything about Leatherman. That's just not my thing.
Pocket Theory, welcome. So got another one here. So this is made by Imperial, but it's a Frontier brand, and this is one that John gifted me. It's a little Frontier jackknife. Just bring myself up. It's got jig Delrin, and there is the powder horn on the front, John. Is that right?
That's correct.
Yeah. So you've got nice carbon steel springs, excellent build quality. Get a nice little pen blade on the front. And then you get a nice, almost getting like a California clip on the back too. And it's got a Frontier on the front tang with the powder horn. And on the back it says the model number is 4221 Imperial USA. These weren't made by Imperial, though, were they? Or were they?
They were made by Camillus.
Camillus, okay. So, but Frontier is an Imperial brand, correct?
Correct. Okay. Yes, they OEM'd them out or contracted them out. I just looked up the Coast. The Coast had some relations to Western States cutlery, so
okay.
They have some ties to Western, apparently. But they were out of Portland, Oregon. Yeah. And
the jig
yeah, this is kind of like Imperial's attempt to go high end. It always kind of been the lower end brand from Schrade. And so this was kind of one of their attempts to kind of maybe shed the budget image a little bit.
Yeah, try and get like a high end line.
Yeah,
but they did a great job though going to Camillus for these. Was Camillus nailed it? They're fantastic.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that
look how tight the springs are on the back of that.
Right. It's unfortunate that they weren't around longer, but they still are out there. I mean, they're not that hard to acquire.
Yeah, you've got quite a number of them now, haven't you? You picked up quite a few over the last couple of months.
I love those. Yeah.
And they clean up so nice as well. This sort of Delrin, just a little bit of mineral oil really brings back the color.
Yeah. Did you want to see maybe a black one?
Obviously want to see a black one.
Okay, just by comparison.
Oh, that's nice.
So, yeah, Imperial's still around. We get it. But again, it's all about, are they really what they used to be? Not really. So, got a funky little piece of patina on there, doesn't it?
Yeah. when I come to Blade Show with Mikey in March, I'm going to be all looking for this older style stuff. I'm really I want to find as much as possible.
Is this almost looks like a snake on there?
It kind of does.
Yeah. Snake in the grass. We got some nice swedging on this too, and it's just Camilla's all over it with that.
Mike Adams said he sent you a email with a Coast knife photo on it.
Oh, okay. Shall we pull that up later?
Yeah, we'll definitely pull that up.
Right.
Before we carry on any further, do you want to do one of them things?
Can you give me just one more knife, and then we will?
Yes, sure. I will. Do you want to show a knife, or shall I show a knife?
I'm gonna show one.
Go on.
Okay. So we just talked about Western.
Oh, is this the one you cleaned up recently?
Yeah, this is the one on just the restoration video one. It wasn't in that bad a shape, honestly. So the difference between what it did look like in this is not as prominent as a lot of the other cleanup videos I've done. But let's be honest, some of the ones I've gotten in the past that were nearly unsavable.
Yeah, I remember. What was the one you got before that you were cleaning up and then the spring snapped on you?
A Frontier. And then I found another Frontier that was nearly white, remember? And did the video on that.
Yeah, it was real white.
Yeah.
It was almost like the ivory instead of the Jim Delvin.
But these Western Stockman, this is a 4-inch. Really nice quality.
Byron said that turned out extremely well.
Yeah. But I was fortunate. I mean, I got a fairly good example here, and the snap on the blades was all great, and most of the metal's still there. And so, yeah, it wasn't a big deal to clean this one up, really. And I have sharpened the blade since I did the video, and they are
scary sharp.
Yeah, and I don't want to really
don't want to do a
maneuver the knife too much because I'm worried I'm going to get cut. But they are just little razors right now. You guys want to see the sharp test on the sheep split blade? I mean, this thing glides through some paper. Right.
Jedi Jim, welcome.
There we go.
Yeah, it's sharp.
It's just no problem. So there you go. Awesome Western knives. Now these are still out there too, more plentiful than you might think.
Like a large Stockman size, right?
Yeah, and they're pretty affordable too. So between this and the Frontiers and the Sabers, we're showing you some good stuff, like the electrician knives. All this stuff on eBay is like really good.
It's a good sort of start to get into the older knives,
right?
Like you don't want to go straight for the older case knives, because you'd be jumping way in the deep end.
Do you want to spend $120 on an old case knife? I'm not saying you have to, but to get a good one and that's somewhat desirable, you probably will. So okay, yeah, let's do the giveaway, buddy. You want to start with the UK stuff?
What was that? Sorry.
Do you want to start with the giveaway here? You want to throw the rules up, Randy, please, for UK? Yeah, he's on top of it. He's on it, buddy.
Awesome. So anyone from the UK, please, can you put you're in the UK so you can get a proxy vote? But I'm going to give a big shout out to Griff, aka MJ Hoods, for this giveaway this week. He sent me 2 slips to give away. We have a sort of slim style sort of suit jacket slip. And this is perfect for like a slim carry in like a suit jacket. So let's put one of the knives I've already shown in there. So I won't show. So put the doctor's knife in there. You can see how slim that is with a knife in there. Great for a suit pocket. And as well as that, we also have another slip. And this, I believe, is the large Sodbuster slip. Let me just check. Yeah, it's got the L on there for large. Comes with a nice paracord lanyard on there. Really nice quality leather. Excellent stitching, made in the UK. So someone's going to get something really nice, and we'll use the same knife to show you that it fits in there. Push all the way down to the bottom, you can see how much of that kind of large doctor's knife sticking out. So there's 2 slips going to be given away to someone very lucky from the UK.
Great prizes, by the way.
So the range, Randy, if you put up a start, and I actually have a pen and paper this week prepared, the range is going to be 1,000 to 1,200.
1,000 to 1,200.
Okay, I have my number. Yes, US folks can play for US viewers. 1931 lever works, not a problem. 1 proxy still, though, so only 1 vote if you're going to proxy for someone. And this is going to be a quick fire giveaway, so we're going to give it 30 seconds and then we're done.
Quick fire. Don't waste your time. Get in there.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Drop the paper with a number on it.
Did you? That sounds like something you'd do.
I can't even reach. Gone under the table.
Buster, get over here. Help us out.
Buster, can you pass? I need to move the table. Sake.
All right.
Keep it going for a bit longer.
Yeah, no problem here, sir. So, what's anything other news this week? We didn't really have much news this week, so it's kind of been a slow knife week. But
yeah,
I picked up something this is not topic related, but kind of wanted to talk a little bit about this at some point. We both kind of been getting into these Marlboro Adventure Team series for the Swiss Army knives. And you just showed, what was the one? I can't remember the name. Trailblazer?
Trail Guide.
Trail Guide. And
the Trail Guide's basically a compact, but with a metal file.
Right. But they had a catalog back, for a long time. I remember it just vaguely.
Randy, will you chuck a stop up, please? Sorry, John.
Vaguely seeing these things when I went into like convenience stores and things, like you would buy the cigarettes to get points towards purchases.
Yeah, you get little coupons similar to what the old timer were doing with the King Edward, was it? The
yeah, a little different from that because they actually had a catalog and it was a little more recent, obviously. So it was not like the 60s where they just said send back 3 of these little papers and
yeah, three of these little papers and you win.
Yeah, so there's kind of the branding on it. But they had some exclusives. I mean, this is not one. This is just a regular Spartan. But
yes, as far as I can tell, the Trail Guide was only for them. I can't find anything else on it.
They had a couple that were only available from them, and so you got one that's a lot more desirable because this is essentially just a rebranded Tinker. I mean, a Spartan.
Yeah, but I still want it. Everyone still wants it.
Yeah. But so it's just some more sort of ancillary sack items that we want that are not quite just the norm. And that'll be something that we are diving more into, as I imagine, maybe even do more material on that.
Yeah, but we both have a conjoined list now of like a checklist of what's.
Yeah, we're combining our efforts to find each other the knives that we need.
Yeah, because if I can find.
Did we already throw a stop up?
Stop's already up there. I'm going to show the number now. Number is 1071.
There you go, 1071. Let's take a peek.
Okay. So
Pocket Theory, welcome to the room, buddy.
EDC got 1067. That's 4 off. MB was 4 off with 1075. Just going down. So it looks like, well, knife off, aka slip off, between MB with
1075.
yeah,
MB.
and what was the other one? EDC with 1067, both 4 off.
Okay. All right. So ask if anyone want to.
Hang on.
Oh,
there's a 1069 there apparently.
1069. Let me see that. Where was that at?
There is Mr. Willie Macglass, 1069.
Well, I guess I just got to retract that. Sometimes 69 does win.
Yes.
So there you go. 1069.
You win again. You won last week as well.
Wow. All right. Good job. We've had a couple of multi
slip joint Sawyer
consecutive week winners. It does happen. Willie, congratulations, sir. So you don't need his address because you got it already, right?
If I can find it.
Oh, come on, man.
Will you just DM it to me on Discord, please? Yeah. Jesse's got a nice Marlboro one here. He's just sent me pictures on Discord. Oh.
All right, so let me go. Who was it that sent me a photo? I'm sure I forgot already. It was the C brand. What the hell was it? The knife you just showed. Help me out, man. My brain's fried.
Oh, I can't remember.
The Coast.
The one. That's not the. Oh yeah, the Coast. Yeah.
Oh, Coast. Oh, this is a new one.
So, congratulations, Mr. Willie Macglass. You have 2 excellent slips on the way to you. I'm still looking for yellow scales, full back scales for your 84mm Bantam. I don't want to send you just the one scale. I want to find you a pair to use so you can just use straight away. But I will send these to you now. And when I come across those scales, I will send you some. But they're really nice slips. Okay, do you want to do the US one now, John, or do you want to wait a little bit?
Let me just show this knife first.
Go on.
Can I do that?
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh. So there's the little Coast. Little
Oh, is it called the Colt? Coast Colt folder.
Yeah. Kind of a baby LB5.
Like
an LB5?
It looks like a buck 55 and an LB5 sort of mated.
Yeah, it looks slimmer. It's more of an Uncle Henry than a buck, is it not? Yeah.
That's what I mean, like LB5 and a buck. Kind of
yeah.
It looks good.
Yeah, not bad. So that's a good find. I mean,
I like how it shows the picture of how the knife opens, like in that demonstration. Mm-hmm. In case you didn't know how it
shows the danger zone. Keep your fingers out of there. Boom.
Danger zone.
Danger zone.
Yeah, Randy, this yellow bit is the danger zone.
Okay, so there you go. Thank you, sir, for sending that along. Did I have another email? Oh, go ahead. I need to vamp for a sec.
All right, okay. I'll show another. Should we start the US giveaway while you're vamping?
Yeah, go ahead. I've got the number written down.
Randy, chuck the rules in for me, please, for the US.
When he puts the start in, let me know, and I'll give you the range.
Okay. I'm just eating, so ignore me.
Okay, will do. That's not hard.
Thank you. The start's in there.
Okay. So the range is 800 to 900. 800 to 900.
And what could the lovely people win, John?
I guess I should have showed that, huh? Let me get on screen here a moment. Okay.
Or do you want to do a mystery knife?
No. I got something specific. Similar to last week.
Randy, please. He said no proxies.
No proxies. Okay. So what we have here this week is another Rough Rider. This one's got the black wood handles, and I believe it's just called the Blackwood lockback. So
Love
sort of a Sodbuster style lockback with the
Does it
bail.
have the same style blade as like a Soddy?
Yeah, it's like a drop point style. Yeah.
That's nice.
So nice little knife from Rough Rider. If you guys want the model number, this is RR 1708. RR 1708.
Pocket EDC, how's it going? You are about an hour and 15 minutes late, sir.
No.
If anyone's not subscribed to Pocket EDC, you should. He's a very nice Canadian guy, does really relaxing content.
Yeah, he's
got a very
great
soothing
channel.
voice.
Great channel. Another great voicey channel reviewer. I like Byron's voice too. I don't know if you guys have. Yeah, he's got a good voice. He's got a very it projects well. What do you want to say?
Yeah, when he does the tailgate pocket dumps, the shorts he does, the phone's ages away from him, and he sounds like the phone's right next to it.
Right. Yeah, he's got good projection.
It's a good thing.
Not something I have today because I feel like I'm in a tunnel, but that's all right. But there you go, guys. Yeah, hopefully you'll like that prize.
Okay, stop. Randy, chuck a stop up for me, please.
Are you going to stop already? Already. Okay.
No, I didn't mean put me to sleep, Pocket. You see, it's relaxing, not boring. It's different.
I take it as a compliment if I put people to sleep because they like to watch those slideshows and then the music, and I'm not even talking, so it's just helps them relax. I've had people comment on that.
Okay, the stop is up. What is your number?
Well, let's pull this thing out. I don't recall off the top of my head until I look. 847.
847. Let's have a look. So we have 847, 847, 847. Go on. 846, G. Vanderveel.
That's pretty close. Only one away.
I think that's the winner.
Anybody object?
That looks like the winner to me.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything better than that. Looks good to me. Okay, so we got a new winner this week. Don't think I've ever sent anything to G, so throw up that email address. And we will have you send your mailing address to the email address. Can we do that, Mr. Vanderveel? And I will send that out to you as soon as humanly possible. Always seems to take about a week the way I send it. It's that parcel ground advantage thing.
It depends where I'm sending it, but Mr. Willie Mac Glass is in.
You know what they did? See, this is what they did. They combined what used to be first class with parcel post, and parcel post was always slow, and first class was always pretty good. And so they just sort of combined the two and made it like an intermediate time.
So it's like all right, yeah.
Yeah. So now it's just like you don't get any faster option unless you pay the priority. So I just don't. I wish I could just send it first class because a lot of them would go for first class. Parcel. Did I say parcel?
Parcel is in parcel time. He's being a gimp.
I get it. Do you want to see my parcel? There's a little, I don't know, it's kind of embarrassing, but it's something that I always tease my wife with. It's the what I call the lizard. The lizard. Did you want to see the lizard?
Yes. I think everyone wants to see
Does everyone want to see the lizard?
As long as you don't stand up, it's fine.
No, I'm not standing up. I'm just gonna randomly do it. There you go, folks. Only at the Slippy and Thrifty show do you get the lizard. All right. What was that?
I think we should show a knife.
Let's show this one. This is a new knife that came in this week. And it's an animal, but not a lizard. This is the Otter Creek Barlow.
I love that one. They did a good job with that.
What do you think of the wood on this one? Let's take
You've got a nice dark example on yours.
Yeah. Did I get some good wood? Is my wood better than your wood?
I love the sort of the color variation between them all, though.
Mm-hmm. Let's take a look at this side.
That almost looks like ironwood, that side.
Yeah. It's got a lot of squirrely whirlies. Really nice knife. Like the larger bolster. When you
Booger
compare
says nice wood.
Yeah. When you compare this to like the Beaver Creek.
I prefer this to the Beaver Creek, I think. I think they really nailed that one.
Yeah. So you guys can look forward to me doing a review on that one soon. All right. Get away from the lizard. Get that out of your mind. What do you got for me?
Okay, I need to remember the name of the one I've got next, because I said when we did this sort of similar thing previously, Wenger's, I haven't got a clue how to remember the name, but I've got it here. This is the Wenger Forester, and the reason I picked this one out is because it's blue.
Did you see this comment?
Delete my earlier post.
I mean, it can go downhill fast, can't it? All right, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt.
It's all right. It's fine. This is the Wenger Forester. So we all know that they are kind of still around, living through Victorinox. They still make a few of the models, although they are completely discontinued with the Delamont range. But Forester is pretty much Wenger's variation of the Huntsman. So very similar tool set. So on the front, you get the can opener. You get the flathead screwdriver and the cap lifter. And of course, that pushes in. And once it pushes in, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, it locks so you can't move it back and forth. And then obviously once you put it comes forward again, you can open it. You get the Wenger saw. Very meaty saw blade, that one. It's a lot thicker than the Victorinox ones are. Teeth are aggressive on that as well. And we have the Wenger scissors. I can see you giggling there still.
Something Sean said.
Wenger scissors, and it's patent. What Sean said. TK can go to, oh God. We have the main blade on there next. And this has, let me see if I can get the tang right. This is like a 70s tang, I think. Yeah, it's the Italic Wenger, so it's a slightly older one. And then
I like that. I actually like that styling of that logo the most.
Really like it.
Yeah.
The nail file. So the pen blade, so it's pretty standard for Wenger. And on the back, you get the punch. And of course, they have that really cool little cutout for the punch, so it does sit nice and flush to the knife.
Did you just try to close it the wrong direction?
I did, because I'm doing it backwards on the camera, aren't I? And then the corkscrew. Now, this was an advertising knife for a company, right? And I know that's very vague, but
yes,
when you look at it under the sun, you can see the word here, but you cannot see it in this sort of light. There is text rubbed off here.
Oh, okay.
You can see some of the logo is still here.
Right.
But really nice. Love the Wengers.
Wiener Schnitzel. What was the name of it?
No, it said something like TK's a snake or something.
Jesus. All right.
While I'm up, have a look at another Wenger while I'm up here. So this is a super old Wenger. This is, I think, might be the oldest Swiss Army knife I own, I think. So you can kind of tell by the blade stock on this. I mean, look how thick the blade stock is on that.
Yeah, it's massive.
Compared to a more modern Wenger.
All right.
And this has the sort of lined corkscrew on the back. And you get the punch on the front, which has probably like an 8 pull on it for some reason. And then we have, start at the back. We have a nail file with a nail cleaner on it, and it's similar to the Victorinox new style nail files. It's like that, just slotted metal.
Right.
And it actually has swedging on either side of the nail cleaner. See it up here?
I do see that. Just to get into your nails a little better, maybe.
Yep. Yeah. And then you get the cap lifter on the other side where you would normally get the can opener.
Mm-hmm. Do you find those nail styles to be easier than the ones with kind of the border, the frame?
What do you mean?
I mean, I just find them easier to use because you can kind of get to the corner of the blade. You don't have to kind of push it.
I prefer the new Victorinox nail file. I think they're great. Right. The older styles, nothing wrong with them. They work fine. Just you don't get a lot on it because obviously it's a smaller cutout section, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The main blade then has got a really strong pull on it. Really old. So this is the age before you could really tell what they were from the tang stamp. There's different sorts of ways. So this is an advertiser knife for Saber or Saber, whatever it might be. But you've got the normal tang stamp on the front. You've got Victorinox, Delamont, Switzerland, and stainless. And on the back, you can see it's plain. And this was at a time where you would have to tell the age from what the different tools are.
Oh, okay.
So you have the dog leg.
Well, yeah, that's a nice clue, isn't it?
Yeah. And on the back, the font of the patent pending and the actual instructions of how to use it sort of date it. And from looking at that online, from what I can tell, this is from like, I want to, like, I could be wrong, but it looks to be from like 1959 sort of time.
Yeah.
Just based on like the thickness of the tools, the dog leg can opener, the no tang on the main blade, the older style file.
Yeah.
No key ring, the older style corkscrew. This is one that is waiting to be cleaned up. You can see it literally has no edge on it. It's not sharp at all. It's pretty dirty in there. But I've got so many Wengers I need to clean up. I really need to clean my Wenger, John.
Yep. I need to buy a few more of them. The Victorinox have kind of taken over in the last 3 or 4 purchases from eBay, so I'm gonna get back to some of those. But yeah, I've got that's pretty much what I brought out. I mean, I've got other things, but we're already at the 123 mark. Is there anything else you want to discuss today?
I would just like to mention the fundraiser again for prostate cancer research. Randy, if you could put the link up for me, that would be fantastic. But I'm doing a 100 miles charity ride over the course of a month to try and raise as much money as possible for prostate cancer research. It's a huge sort of killer of men here in the UK and all over the world. It affects a lot of people and ruins a lot of lives. It's very close to my heart for family reasons. I won't go into too much on YouTube, but if any of you that are really close to me, you all know why it's close to my heart. But if you can give £1, $1, $5, whatever you can afford to give, even if you give something very small, or if you can't afford to give anything, please just share my link about and let other people know about it, just to get as much exposure as possible. Yes, Mikey, I'm riding Sean. But yeah, it's. I did it last year as well, and I raised about 400. I want to try and beat that this year. I'm currently at 270, so not far to go. But if you can afford to donate, please do, and I would very much appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right, so since we've got a little extra time today, because I kind of wanted to do this, we're going to do another segment. Since our knives news segment was pretty much non-existent, we're going to do another little segment today called Ask Slippy Anything.
Okay.
So, folks, get in the comments and ask Slippy anything.
Do you want?
No guaranteed response, but guaranteed laughter. Guaranteed
Do
laughter.
you want to see a Utica camp knife while?
No, not really. Just
okay.
Just
I'll just go over here
come
and
at
die
you.
then.
We're just gonna come at you. All right. So ask Slippy anything. Who you riding, Slippy? That was the first question.
Sean.
Oh, Sean? Okay. Earlier you said, is it 17 Slippy? What was the question refraining?
I can't remember.
I'll ask it again that we can understand what it is that you're asking, Jesse, because I meant to answer that, but I don't know what you mean.
All right, I can see some questions, John. You want to chuck a few up?
Sure, go ahead. Let's do this one first. Oh, go ahead. Well, if you got one, go for it.
No. You can bring the questions up.
All right, there you go.
How have you made your fortune?
I mean,
so do you want to know where I work or what I do? I'm guessing that's what it is. Okay, right. So I work for a bank. I work in fraud crime prevention. I investigate scams and help prevent people from losing money from sending bank transfers, basically. So they buy something online and this person that blocks them after they buy it and they don't get the goods. I investigate that all sort of stuff.
Okay.
So you could say, yes, I'm a banker. A massive.
It's not Jesse's response because he says you made your fortune with your Wenger.
Yeah, no, I did not make my fortune with that. You cannot make a fortune with that one.
Oh, okay. All right, here's another. What happens in the UK if the constable catches you with the big knife?
Okay, so it all depends, really. You are allowed to carry them if you have a valid reason. So a big knife, if it's over that UK limit. So I'm happy to carry that sort of stuff. I live very, very rural, and there's not really any police presence. But it is becoming a big problem in the UK in big cities with knife crime, and they are really cracking down on it. But it's normal. It's never a knife collector. It's idiot kids with kitchen knives and stuff like that.
Slippy, why aren't you married?
But just to answer the previous question quickly before we go on to that one, because I can make a joke out of this. Right. You would normally, the law states you could face quite a hefty fine, basically. You would go to court and be fined. Why aren't I married? Because I'm single.
Correct.
I'm not looking for anyone either.
Had a previous relationship that crashed and burned. Well, yeah, that's as much as we'll say about that.
Yeah, I'm not looking for anyone else. I'm just really enjoying spending my time outside with the dog, enjoying the knife hobby. I've made some really great friends through this. I don't want to sound too soppy. I could do a dance for you, Randy. Yes, but I'm not going to.
You sound a trained monkey.
Slippy, do you prefer a secondary blade to be a comb? I don't actually have any knives that have got a comb as a secondary blade, but I think that would be really cool. I would like to have one. Yes, I do. We used to have little pots. They were maybe... I have nothing here, the size, but they were little pots. You'd put out the lid, and obviously the stick would be attached to the lid, and it'd be like an oval shape. And I always remember this one time I was an idiot, and I sucked in rather than blew out and got all the chemical stuff in my mouth, and it tasted disgusting. What's the difference between a pregnant woman and a light bulb? You can unscrew a light bulb. You gotta be quicker than that, Zen. Sorry. I know that one. I'm getting help. Can you make sure it's nice grips, though, as I don't like those cheap quality grips? What else have we got? Did you help TK with his hamster bill at the streams, or do you make it? No, he pays for his own hamsters. I don't fork out anything for that.
That's not a question.
It's a statement, that, but I'm not going to deny it. What kind of tattoos do I have? Okay, so I have a Batman one on my shoulder, which is a Harley Quinn and the Joker.
Well, let's get a better look at it. I'll just...
Okay, so got Harley Quinn here, with the text of Harley Quinn underneath. And this is Gotham City skyline here. Got the bat symbol up here and the Joker on the inside. I have a bull. I have a buck 112.
Bull skull. as I like
Yeah.
to refer to
Buck
it.
112 on my forearm, and then I have my grandfather's name and his RAF crest on my tit. So Wing Commander J. Wiltshire, and this is his RAF logo, 1931 to 2024. He died in February this year. I actually have his funeral next Friday.
Yeah, because they just got done with the gravestone because it was very elaborate and took forever.
It did take a long time.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
What else you got for me?
What town, city in the entire UK do you want to visit and have not been? That's a good question.
Okay. I've done a lot of Wales and a lot of southern England. I haven't done a lot of Scotland. So I know that's very, very vague. I couldn't say a certain town for sure, but I would like to do a lot of northern Scotland.
Yeah.
Maybe even the Isle of Man. I'd like to go to the Isle of Man as well.
Not been there before.
Not been to Isle of Man.
Huh.
Mikey's put Sheffield. Yeah, I've been to Sheffield, but I would love to go back for obvious reasons.
How can somebody in the USA donate to your fundraiser? Just go
Frank,
to the link.
You can click the
And
link.
they take PayPal. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. It will let you PayPal through there. For whatever reason, if it won't work, I know a couple of other people an issue with it. You can email me, or you can PayPal me, and I will add it manually.
Yeah.
But if you need to do that, email me first, and then I'll let you know what my PayPal is because it's not my YouTube email.
Yeah. How many knives do you own?
Oh.
Kathleen wants to know.
It's about 300. I've not counted for a lot.
Now?
Yeah, I don't have don't have a whole ton.
You got rid of quite a bit.
Yeah, I got rid of all my moderns. I had about 50, 60 moderns at one point.
There you go.
Can I see the wallet? I don't actually have it on me.
Oh, this is Thomas, by the way, handmade. And we talked about Thomas. Thomas, yeah.
I use a Shire Supply leather slip. I haven't got it on me. It's not in my pocket because I've not been out this afternoon.
Thomas.
This guy.
This
Thomas?
This is Thomas.
Thomas, your work is fantastic. But it is very similar sort of shape to this. It has a fold over on the top, which is poppered. But that's pretty much what I carry. If you turn yours portrait, so like that, but it has a flap over the top with two poppers, and it's brown leather. I only carry cards, so that's exactly the kind I use.
Right.
But I love the work he did for John. I love the scroll work on it. I think that's really cool.
I'm just waiting for the winter time where I can use this.
That's going to be cool.
Yeah, because that will work for my winter carry.
Elan, thank you very much. He was a very big part of my life, hence the tattoo. I actually wear his chain as well. This was his, and the cross was his grandmother's. So the cross is very old.
Right. There you go. There's another question. Maybe not intended for the Ask Slippy anything, but there you have one.
Made it home. What did I miss? You miss a lot of really cool older knives. You should definitely go back and look at some of the cool pieces we have. But for example, you missed a Frontier jackknife made by Camillus for Imperial. We had a Coast Stockman. We also had some really nice examples of Remington knives. We had a doctor's knife and a celluloid Christmas style jackknife. We had a Camillus brand Cub Scout knife. And we also had a Saber Monarch Scout knife, which is going to be on its way to John, which I cleaned up very recently. You missed all this and more, so you should probably go back and watch what you missed. Some really nice knives. Right, what else you got for me, John? Got time for a few more questions.
Yeah. That might have been it. I don't know. Not a question. Bubbles out of prison and looking for you. Oh no.
Oh no.
I've
seen that.
Yeah.
I'm not willing to pay GEC price for a knife with a comb on it that I've never used.
There's a good advice. Do what you enjoy in life, everyone. Absolutely.
100%. 100%.
And if you can be your own boss, I recommend it. Not everybody can.
Slippy is smart. Ladies are expensive, so Mike Curtis buys 1 million case knives. Case knives are expensive.
Yeah. Your husband's expensive too, I'm guessing. So yeah.
Yeah, we did actually. It was a Boker automatic knife, but it was a comb that fired out of it was a OTF. You ever threw a snowball? I have multiple times, but not for many years because we have not had a proper snow for a long time.
How much money do you make?
For my age, a good amount.
Yeah.
More than average. More than average. I say I'm not going to disclose amounts. That's just not for me. I actually don't play X Hamster Bill.
I don't subscribe to that particular brand of material.
He does.
Buster knows the truth. See?
Yeah. Look at Byron's comment.
I've missed it.
Thank you, EDC. It says, Ginger, I watched for 1.75 hours for what you got in 10 seconds.
Oh, that's not nice. He's making the Joker spell his armpit. Oh, yeah. Is that from The Rock? Is that from The Rock?
No, it's not. It's just a bull, but it is similar.
All right. Assuming that somebody is looking forward to Joker. Folie à deux.
I am looking forward to the Joker films. They are so good.
Okay. I need to look more into them. I've missed so many comments.
Yeah, Slippy, did you close your t-shirt sleeves on your car door? Actually, no. I thought this look would be good for me. I'm channeling my inner American for when I go to Blade Show next year.
Slippy wants to go to an Isle of Men. Oh, yes. Isle of Man.
Isle of Man.
Yeah, I got you. Yep. Yeah, he does.
Frank, I work with jokers. We all do, Frank. We all work with jokers.
Is the fundraiser for Slippy's Ed Meds? ED Meds. Probably a little bit goes to that. Of course, without, a girlfriend, it really isn't required.
I have not seen the new Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm not a huge fan of the cinema, to be honest, Booger. There's a lot of people there. Yeah, sure. Here it is.
Yeah, he does get a little revealing with his card, doesn't he?
Dumbass.
Want to see your bank card? A lot of people want to see your bank card.
Well, I can't. Do you want to see my? Right, here you go. Then hang on.
Let's answer this one, even though it's not for you. When is Elon's birthday?
Here it is.
No. Oh, there you go.
Oh, do you know what else is on there? Which is cool?
Oh, I'll use it, man. I 100% will use it. What you got?
Sharp Show ticket, 2024.
There you go. Yeah, I'm all over it, Thomas. I'm gonna pack that in. I'm just transferring all the stuff out of the wallet now. Mississippi, it's in November. Okay, there you go. Favorite football club and beer?
Okay, beer, I don't drink.
Right.
Favorite football club? When I was younger, it was Manchester United. But now I don't really watch club football at all. I only really watch the international stuff. If I do watch club football, I'm not really bothered who's playing. I just enjoy watching it occasionally.
Okay.
But I'm a big fan of international football. Not really.
Right. I was just about to say that. Yeah, you'll like the English club. That's your favorite.
I like the. But I mean, even if they go out, I'll still continue to watch the tournament. I just enjoy the tournament in a whole. I don't like the cinema. It's too people-y for me.
Introverted.
Very much.
Like going to Blade Show anyway.
Oh, the Blade Show will be helped with anti-anxiety.
Oh, you're going to have to take medication?
Yeah.
You're going to have to heavily medicate? Okay.
100%.
Just being around me, you're going to have to heavily medicate. God, I promise you that. Wrexham's your favorite? Yeah, that's what I'm wearing today right here. Via Elon. Thank you, Elon. Love it. Elon's the man. I hope you're feeling better, buddy. I didn't understand what you did. I guess he isn't being very revealing about it, but he hit his head on the sink. Ouch. That sounds painful.
MB, thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate it.
Okay, guys. Well, that about does it. We're at our hour and 40 mark, which is where I kind of like to shut it down. Appreciate all our winners today. Thank you, Randy, for coming in and moderating. And Lamps, always appreciate it. We had a really good turnout today, and we hope that we filled the time slot well. We thought this would be a little better time for everybody to kind of
seeing as RJ's not a main thing now, we'll just sort of do it at this sort of time frame. We've had a really good audience in today as well. I've really enjoyed talking to you all. You've all been, you've made it impossible to keep up with the chat. Even now, it's still going on and on and on. Like in the middle, I was trying to bring up a few comments to show John, and they went so fast. I was like, right, well, that's gone.
Right. Yeah. Stacy says there's lots of kitty cats on Isle of Man.
Yeah, there's also the Isle of Man TT there as well, which I really want to go and see.
Yeah, that the motorcycle
race.
They
go so fast.
Those cats are insane.
Yeah,
a lot of deaths, honestly. When
oh yeah,
dangerous. So next week will be better. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have a little more energy. I'll probably feel better. That's for sure.
Next week, Jesse, let me look.
Slippy, can we do gauze next week?
Yes. I will speak to you. I did see a message. I know I haven't got back to you, but I didn't want to reply until I knew it was free. But yes, I will sort something out with you for next week.
I'm 30 minutes behind. Yeah, a little bit.
30 minutes. What about the rest?
Yeah. All right. So everybody have a great week. Hope you enjoyed the show. Lots of love to everyone who showed up today, and we do appreciate you coming in. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And we'll be back next week because Slippy has time to do it. So again, noontime, 6 p.m. UK. We'll see you then, guys. Take care.
Appreciate you all. Thank you very much. Sloppy and cloppy.